Hello, hello. Okay, I want to show you my favorite book. Ready? Wait right there. Ta-da! This is my favorite book ever. It's called The Scorpio Races by Maggie Stiefvater. It was published in 2011. It's a book about two people, a girl named Puck and a boy named Sean. Puck and Sean live on an island, and this island is not like a normal island. This island has special horses. These horses are massive. These horses come from the sea. These horses are crazy fast. And these horses want to kill humans. Sean, the boy, rides these horses every year in a race called the Scorpio Races. He won this race 4 times, which is really impressive because most people who ride these horses die. The girl, Puck, doesn't ride these horses. Actually, she just has a regular horse, but she has a problem. Her house is not paid for, meaning she still needs to pay money for her house. But she and her 2 brothers don't have enough money. If they don't pay, they can't stay in their house. So, Puck, the girl, needs money. A lot of money. And fast. Here's the thing. The winner of the Scorpio races gets a lot of money. So, Puck decides to join the Scorpio races. It's very, very dangerous, but she does it anyway because she is desperate. She needs this money to keep her house. Sean is also joining the Scorpio races again because if he wins, he can keep his horse. And his horse is one of the deadly special horses from the sea. And that special horse is Sean's best friend. So, both Sean and Puck need to win the Scorpio races, but they can't both win. I love this book so much. I love it because the author, Maggie Stiefvater, has a beautiful writing style. She puts words together in interesting ways. For example, let me read you the first line from this book. It is the first day of November, and so today someone will die. Oh, it's so good, isn't it? The story also has great characters. Sean and Puck are so interesting. And this book is also great because the setting is interesting. The setting of a story is the place where the story happens. So this story happens on an island. The island is, yes, magical, but also relatable. I feel I could go to that island. Because I love this book so much, I read it often. I also listen to the audiobook. When I say often, I mean like once a year. I also like to write in this book. See? Best opening line ever. When you write in a book, it's called annotating. So I annotated this book a lot. Every page has an annotation on it. I write comments, I underline, I bracket my favorite parts. I have a lot of favorite parts. And I got to meet the author, Maggie Stiefvater, twice. Okay, let me tell you. First, I have to explain something. Every time I go to another country, I bring this book. So when I went to the Bahamas, I brought this book. When I went to Taiwan, I brought this book. When I went to England, I brought this book. And every time I bring this book, I can usually convince one of my friends to read it. Every time one of my friends reads this book, they write their names, the time, and the place. 5 of my friends read this book. So when I met the author for the first time, I showed her this. And she said, "That is so cool. That deserves a horse." And she drew a horse in my book because Maggie Stiefvater is also an incredible artist. Oh my gosh. After I met her for the first time, I was overwhelmed in a really good way. It was so cool to meet her. And then, many years later, she came to Miami. I got to meet her again. And when I met her again, I brought this book. And I asked her, "Can you sign my book again?" And she did. Now I have 2 horses, and I hope I can continue seeing her in person, and maybe every time I see her, she will sign my book again. I know not everyone reads fantasy, and if you are at an intermediate level of English, I don't really recommend this book yet. But if you like fantasy, like magic and that type of thing, then I recommend finding this book in your native language. If you read it, let me know what you think. If you don't read it, that's okay too. Tell me in the comments what your favorite book is, because maybe your favorite book can become my favorite book. Who knows? Thanks for watching. Until next time, bye friends.